Hello, community. Welcome back to another Barcelona match review. Barcelona drew Getafe 0-0. I don't think so. This match was gone with the proper approach. I think there should have been a different way, different tactics that should have been employed, especially with the players that we had. I think this match maybe could have gone a little bit better. I don't, again, it's just one of those matches again where we could not perform that well. But why didn't we perform well? Of course, we're going to be talking about that. So, let's get into it. So first of all, the lineup, and again, couple of changes that were done in this lineup. Our whole backline except for Dani Alves was changed. We had Longley and Mingueza as our centre backs. Balde got his chance and I was quite excited for him because to see like Balde, who in pre-seasons, especially for this season's pre-season, he definitely showed a lot like what he's capable of. I think there should have been some trust on him, and it would be interesting about what he would prove to Xavi today. And of course, the midfield as well was a little bit changed. Of course, Gavi Busquets starting, but alongside him, Riqui Puig. And I was quite surprised that Riqui Puig was actually starting because of what we have been seeing from Xavi, especially that he completely changed the lineup, especially for the match against Celta Vigo. So I was like, yeah, he's not getting a chance. But here we are. He gets a chance and he was in the starting 11. And of course, the front three were, as usual, Memphis Depay, Ferran and Aubameyang. So, first of all, I just want to say this. Our midfield was not composed enough. I think that composure was really lacking in that midfield, and it was to be expected, especially the two players that we were aligned with in this midfield, of course Riqui Puig and Gavi. And there's certain things I definitely question about, especially in this match, is when talking about the midfield. I don't know why Xavi did not use Riqui as sort of like a playmaker, because it was kind of like in this match that it's like one of the things that Riqui is good in is upon his playmaking skills, right? And today's match, he was being involved. I mean, he definitely had a lot of touches. He was quite involved into this match around. He had 96 touches or something. He was involved. There's nothing about involvement. But the problem was that he was not that playmaker that we were looking for, because he was just like Gavi. They weren't complementing each other because they both were trying to run with the ball together. And this is one of the reasons why I always wonder why Frankie and Gavi don't click that well. Like sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It depends upon the opposition, and this is the reason, because both of them also like to drive the ball forward, and that was same with Riqui. And I think it's maybe the way of like Xavi as well, because there's one thing that we definitely lagged, not only from Riqui, not only from Gavi, Busquets, many the whole players or something, is that the through ball passes, the risky passes. Where is that? I think there was almost nil. It was just sideways, as usual, that front passing, if in case just pass up forward or something. It was really lackluster as in that form, in that position. I don't understand, like, the risky passes that Riqui used to do a lot, it wasn't happening. Xavi was being more possession based, which, look, I don't mind it, because as I said, I think especially with the front three that we have, Memphis is not that guy who can cross in and just give Aubameyang headers and stuff. He's that type of player who can be good if in case you revolve around him, and he was decent today. In the first half he was decent because we were revolving around him. Ferran Torres on the right, Ferran Torres is just fatigued, and I just want to say that because he's not performing as well as he used to. It's fatigueness, clearly. He's not being that proactive. He's not having those runs. He's just fatigued. He needs some rest desperately, and I think Xavi definitely has to give it, or it's at this point, he has literally started every game. I think he's going to start against Villareal as well. But Celta Vigo, in the first half, I think Barcelona were really struggling to do something from the midfield. What I would have loved to see in this match was if Riqui was that playmaker and Gavi was the person to, drive the ball forward. Now, here's one thing, right? The thing about that is Riqui is not good defensively. And that is what I think Xavi also kind of thought, that maybe in that case, Gavi, maybe, he can drive the ball forward, he can do something in the final third, but because of that defensive problems, we cannot have that. So why not change the roles? Why not let Gavi be that playmaker and let Riqui go near the final third? Because there is one thing, there was one instance, I think it was in the second half, where Riqui gave a very good ball inside the final third. Like, he has that opportunity, he can can either shoot. He has got that shot on his locker. He can give those final ball passes. Defensive work is not that great from him, but I think he can sort of perform like that Iniesta type of role. Not really that Xavi type of role, I feel, because yes, he is good playmaker, but I think that playmaking skills can prosper well enough if in case it's in the near the final third, because again, if he's like behind, his defensive capabilities are not that good, not that great. So yeah. And Gavi, I think that was the same thing. They both were having the same approach. It wasn't really complementing that well. We were not that structured enough in the midfield, and that's why probably this match was kind of like slacky. And of course, our attack wasn't getting that much service. I mean, whatever service Memphis, Ferran were getting, Ferran had poor touches and stuff. It was just really bad for Barcelona in that first half. I think defensively we were good. Mingueza definitely was an outstanding player today. He definitely showed himself a lot. Balde just got a start. I think he can definitely do good enough. But yeah, first half, Getafe defended really well. We were not progressing that well in the midfield, and that's why we weren't doing that great, especially in the first half. As we talk about the stats, we had around 62% possession in first half, and Getafe had around 38% possession. And of course, we had only one shot. That was quite surprising to see that we had only one shot compared to Getafe, who had like 4 to 6 shots, 4 or 5 shots, something like that. Ter Stegen had a lot of saves to do today. So yeah, it wasn't really going that well, especially in the first half. Now talking about the second half, well, things were kind of similar. It was the same thing. I think this wasn't a match where Xavi was mostly looking to win, at least what I presume it to be, or I expect it to be, because I mean, it wasn't that type of performance, and we were just having the same thing again. Midfield problems, forward problems. Defensively we were good. Mingueza, I would definitely give him props. He did quite good. Dani Alves did a decent job today. Balde, I think he was also, again, second half as well, he wasn't that shabby. He was not that good, not that bad. He was just what he got his opportunity. But I do wanted someone like Jandro Orellana to get a chance today. I think I wanted to see what he could provide, especially in that Busquets type of role, because he has been a CDM for Barca B, and I think especially with that pace that he has got, it could be sort of like, you could maybe give him a chance and see how the structure would have been if in case he would have got a chance or something. Mika Marmol got his debut, of course. Ansu Fati came, and Luke de Jong also came. So yeah, those were like the three subs: Mika Marmol, Ansu, and Luke de Jong. And yeah, Ansu was good today. I think he had one touch that was probably the best thing in the game. It was really good, really amazing touch from Ansu, and a couple of opportunities. He was good today. Other than that, I think in terms of the midfield, I think the approach was not that good. Maybe there should have been a reverse approach. Maybe Gavi to be kind of conservative, kind of be that player to track back as well, and make Ricky that person to advance up forward. So yeah, I think it was just 0-0. It is what it is. But one thing that will definitely is that is official, of course, with this 0-0 draw, is that Barcelona are in second place. Atletico Madrid and Sevilla were also having their match, but Sevilla equalized during the end moments, and of course Barcelona gets that second place confirmed. So that is really good to see, really great to see. I think there was some reports going on that we'll get around 15 million euros extra, which is good. Again, it's some things better than nothing. We are broke. We definitely need even 1 million. We'll be happy with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And it was a match just for drawing, I guess. I mean, I don't think so there was a proper approach to maybe get the win. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Not a really convincing performance, but hopefully against Villareal we will be able to do it. Of course, make sure to like, subscribe, and of course share to many people, as many as possible. Of course, we need more of you guys, more community members to join up as well. And as always, Forza Barca, peace.